Good morning. Today, I'm going to cook a special dish that we love a lot, but the most important part about this lesson will be another example of how to use the pressure cooker. One of the most successful ways for being a vegetarian or a vegan is to be able to produce a very delicious meal very fast. And I think that's where a lot of people start out being a vegetarian or a vegan, and they just can't do that quickly enough on a sustained basis. And that's why they are not able to be the vegetarian or the vegan they'd like to be. And I believe one of the reason they fail at that is, because I know it was true with me, was that I did not know how to use the pressure cooker well. So to be a delicious cooker as well as a successful vegan or vegetarian, one of the best ways to do that is to learn how to master using a pressure cooker of any size. I just turned this on. Here's my pressure cooker. I'm going to put a little, before I do that, let me show you the different pieces. And there are other examples on the web. The pressure cooker comes with the ring that you insert in the lid, and this piece, which they call a stone. So this provides the pressure. Otherwise, if you're boiling it, the steam just comes out of here and there's no pressure. And the whole idea behind a pressure cooker is that you can cook things like beans very fast. They don't have to soak all night. They don't have to be, the only thing is you have to pre-wash them like you would any vegetable. And so this hard lentil, which happens to be the black-eyed pea, which some people, before I knew about the pressure cooker, I would take days to cook one, because I would let it soak overnight and on, and it never worked. When I cooked it, they were always hard. I never did it very well until I mastered the pressure cooker. Now, there's another thing you need to know is the pressure cooker can be dangerous. It is, once it's cooking, it's under pressure, and it's almost impossible to open once it's under pressure. But if you force it, it can blow off, and it can do a lot of damage. It can burn you and hurt you. So if you have to force it off, you should not do that. It's supposed to come off easily. Okay. So having said that, I tend to, and once you've mastered that, then you've really gotten all your problems taken care of. So I buy all my legumes and beans in bulk, and I put them in plastic containers that I get. I bought some peanuts in this. I just clean it and I store it in here. They store better. I'll look through it, see if there are any stones. No stones. And in the interim, I'm going to start this boiling, getting hot. So I put about an inch or two of water in the bottom, and it can start getting hot. Now I need to, the time was about 11:23 when we started. Now I just need to wash this the way I've shown you I wash things. I have my little pan here so I can catch the water for doing dishes later, my pot. I do have a dishwasher, but I do my pots manually, so this water will be in there. And as you see with these beans, they're not that dirty at all. They're not like the rose lentil and mung beans that really require a lot of washing. See, the water's fairly clear, and I'll wash it a few more times. So there, I think the water looks fairly clear, and we're good to go. So now this has been washed, and it has, I've looked for some stones that can always happen, you know, with the processing. This is starting to get warm, and I'm going to, this I just happen to use, pressure cookers don't come with this. But my sister-in-law actually gave it to me, and it really helps on cleaning. So normally this would go in there, and you know what? I'll just do that. I'll just cook it the way and people would do it. I'm going to fill this. The ultimate dish will require a lot more water, but for this purpose I'm going to fill it a little, about halfway. And start that boiling. Now, and I'll just loosen it, any from the bottom. It's already getting quite hot. And I'm going to put some salt in. I'll almost surely add salt later as well. But for now, this can start cooking. The gasket is in place, and I'm going to set this down and move it over, and it can't come off. And you can see it's loose. As it's heating already, it's becoming tight, and eventually you can't take it off because the pressure is building. Now another thing I do, just because this annoys us here, having this you know, burst off with steam, it's alarming. So this is if this is the case for you as well, this is a steel bowl that I have from a long time ago, a baking kit, and I just put this on top. If you see, it does not interfere with this. It just covers it, so when it does explode with the steam, it doesn't go over my stove, but that also is not necessary. And if it's starting to get warm and hot. It's 11:31 now, and I'm going to let this build up some steam, and then I'll turn the camera back on.